What's up, guys? I just wanted to do a quick video on gut health. So something I've been dealing with the past couple months, digestive issues. It hit me pretty quick. We actually had a bunch of videos lined up that we wanted to shoot for you guys. We had a couple in a row, we had a good week, and then everything shut down because this hit me pretty quick. So I kind of want to explain what I've been going through, and then some of the things that I've done that have helped, and some other things that haven't, and what may have led to this all happening. So about 2 months ago, I had issues just at my, kind of not bloating, but some stomach discomfort right in the middle, the bottom of my chest. Kind of felt like it was not so much bloating, but a lot of pressure in there, and I had some body tremors and a bunch of other crazy stuff. Long story short, went through a bunch of tests, and they don't have anything conclusive, but they're basically treating it as IBS for right now, just to calm down the side effects of whatever it is that's really going on. I ended up taking an antibiotic 3 times a day, another one 2 times a day to kind of rebalance out my my intestines, to send the right chemical messengers down there to make sure everything was processing the way that it should. But more than anything, it was just discomfort that we were dealing with. So they're calling it IBS, but they're thinking it's a bacterial imbalance. And I don't know if you guys have been following us for too long, but one of my previous health issues is Barrett's esophagus. So I've had this for about 5 years, been on medication. It's called the proton pump inhibitor, basically blocking my stomach from producing acid. And one of the long-term effects of that is this type of bacterial imbalance. This is actually what it is. Just because the acid isn't killing off the bad bacteria, so it's kind of migrated to where it shouldn't have been. So anytime you're taking something that shuts off one of your body's functions, it's probably not going to go well, especially in the long term. And this drug has been known to have long-term side effects that are pretty bad. And I never really thought about how long it took to be considered long-term, but being on and off for 5 years is probably long-term. So it probably had a decent amount to do with it. So I've been doing homework and focusing a lot on the natural side of things, the natural home remedies, things like that that might help my situation. Talking to other people has been awesome. Interacting even just on social media, people have had great advice from going through the similar things. But I was at the gym about 3 weeks ago. So one of my buddies from high school, and he's all about gut health. So he's the one who first explained to me that the previous drug that I was on can lead to that imbalance due to blocking my body's abilities to fight that bad bacteria. So since that conversation, I actually stopped taking the other stuff, and he gave me this little concoction. It's a quarter of the glass of kombucha, the KeVita kombucha, that fermented tea. I do a quarter glass of that. I do a half a lemon squeezed, and I do a shot of apple cider vinegar, about an ounce, give or take. So I've been doing that for about 3 weeks, and it's been improving. It's not gone. I'm still dealing with the same stuff, but the symptoms they're going away. So it seems like my body is rebalancing and recalibrating itself. So things like that. Looking for anything that I can do. You know, changing my diet was something that I've always held off on as far as I could, because I always eat healthy. But there's another special diet for situations like this to kind of fight off that bad bacteria and weaken it. It's called the FODMAP diet. Basically, the bacteria eats certain things in certain foods. So there's certain fruits, certain things in certain foods basically that feed the bacteria, that make it worse and re-aggravate all the symptoms and just make them a lot worse than they need to be. So I put that off because when I'm eating my typical regimen, it's a lot. It's around 4,500 to 5,000 calories when I'm bulking, which is what I was in the process of doing. And restricting some of the foods, some of my easier protein sources like Greek yogurt, so you take lactose out for 6 weeks as part of this. I was kind of limited, so I put this off as long as I could, but continuously losing weight. I started off around 215, pretty lean in the middle of my bulk, and I'm down to 193 this morning. So kind of seeing that was frustrating enough to make the change where, you know, if I gotta suck it up and eat 10 pounds of chicken every day, obviously not that much, but to that extreme, to feel better and put some weight back on, I'm at the point where I'm clearly willing to do so. So things like that, you know, the natural concoctions, the special diets, anything that I can deal with natural healing. There's another thing I got from my naturopath from the last set of issues. It's Heartburn TX, basically a naturopathic version of the stuff that I was taking, basically, the bad stuff, but with natural ingredients. So L-glutamine, as I'm researching and learning more, is something that really does well, healing your body's digestion and the whole track. So that's one of the main ingredients in this stuff. So anything like that I can go away from the prescriptions, the medications, the antibiotics, and into the natural foods that'll help rebalance my body's pH levels and heal my digestive tract and get me normal again, functioning normal. It's obviously going to take a while, and the symptoms might come back up coming off of those medications, but I think in the long term, it's in my best interest, because obviously the first set of medication that I took helped in the shorter term, but it's leading to longer term issues. It's something you can't take forever. So it's obviously annoying, it's obviously frustrating, it's not comfortable every day, but I mean, I'm not dying by any means. I've dealt with a whole lot worse than this. When I first got diagnosed with Barrett's esophagus, I mean, it was 10 times worse than whatever I'm dealing with now. This is an obstacle, this is a speed bump, this is an annoying discomfort, but I've dealt with plenty worse previously, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of figuring out how to overcome these issues and get back to my goals more than anything. Like I said, I'm down over 20 pounds at this point, so I have to recalibrate my body, recalibrate my diet, recalibrate my regimen. So we're starting fresh, and we're going to build from there, so I can start putting weight back on and getting back to where I want to be. So the point of this video is about gut health, but really in the bigger picture, it's about leading a healthier lifestyle, making smarter choices, and thinking about things before you put them in your body. So something your doctor prescribes you, they're pretty quick to just write a prescription, but look into the deeper side effects, ask questions, figure out alternative methods. Not that you shouldn't take, whatever your doctor is prescribing you, especially in the shorter term if it is for a short amount of time, but look at dietary and lifestyle changes that can keep you out of this place to begin with. There's certain things that I obviously wish I had done differently 5-10 years ago. I'm only 26 years old, maybe not 10 years ago, but things that you can change now to avoid these issues in the future, and just learning little things. It's fun. You don't have to be a health guru or a fitness fanatic to kind of look into things and figure out what you can do to make your life a little bit better, make yourself a little bit healthier, keep your energy high, and just keep things running smoothly. So we're going to keep tackling this thing, and we're going to get right back to the routine, get back on the grind, and hopefully get you guys some more videos soon.